What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You are watching Life of the Chic May, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to get this look, honey. So stay tuned. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned because, baby, you don't want to miss this, okay? This is a highly recommended video from my friends and family and other subscribers that I've seen on Instagram and on TikTok. So please let me know your thoughts and stay tuned to get this look. All right, let's get into it. You guys, so let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, first thing you'll do is just make sure that I wash my face. So I just got out of the shower, so I made sure I wash my face, and now it's time to moisturize. So for moisturizers, what I use is this moisturizer from Dermalogica. As you can see, let's focus, babe. As you can see right here. And then I go in also with this Power Bright moisturizer because it has the SPF in it. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Let's take this overboard now. Always remember, a little goes a long way, honey. Boom. Okay, now we're all moisturized. All right, so first things first. The first thing we're going to start off is with a primer. Don't kill me, don't knock me. Look, I'm not professional. I don't do makeup for a living. I'm just sticking with what works. Okay? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And you know what I use as a primer? Milk of magnesia. Okay? Don't kill me in the comments. Don't kill me in the comments, because I know how you girls like to tussle. Duh, but that's what works for me. I have a combination of oily skin, so I just take a little bit and just kind of rub it on my face like this. Not too deep. You can't even see that it is milk of magnesia, but that's what I use, honey. It works for me. The next thing that I go ahead and do is use a color corrector for all of the dark spots that I don't want to be seen. So I just go through and I do a little bit on my mustache area. I do under the eye, and then I do like any little acne scars that I see that I don't want to be shown, and that's about it. So then I go in with the brush, I damp it, a little bit of water, and then I just go in and I blend. Okay, so now at this time, I wait for the milk of magnesia to go ahead and dry, do its little thing, and then while that's happening, I'm going in to do my eyebrows. Now, I am no expert at this eyebrow thing, baby, but this is what I do. Okay, I get a little bit of edge control. Ooh, and I explain it. This is just so funny. And then I just lightly tap the brow, like just lightly, like just look. You can't even tell how much edge control is on the finger. You see what I'm saying? Like you just lightly. You just wanna just lightly illuminate, you know, the brow, and that's what you do. Just a little light touch, baby. You know, some slight. Then I'm just gonna go in and brush my brows in the direction that I would like them in. The brow pencil that I use is by Morphe pencil. I just bought another one, so let me see. Yeah, so Morphe pencil, and it is in the color Java. And that is what I use to do my brows. So I'm gonna just do very, very light strokes like this to fill my brows in. So that's what we're gonna do. I did the lightly stroking type thing, just all around the brows. It takes a while, so that's why I kind of speed it up and did a little bit off camera. So now I just kind of like use the end of the spoolie to just brush them out and just make sure that they are all good to go. Don't worry about if you make mistakes or if you go over or under or anything like that, because this is where the trick comes in. So the concealer that I use is this concealer right here. It is by Born This Way, and it is in the color Butterscotch. And actually just kind of, it looks like this. And that's the color. I actually just kind of re-upped on a couple of things that I needed. So I take this concealer right here, and when I'm doing the under eye, I just use the concealer. So I use about that much on my hand. And then I take the end of my brow brush, just like an angle brush, and then I just tap it lightly. And I'm just going to go up under the eye and just clean under the eye up. That's it. Okay? Actually, let me do this off camera and then I'll come back and let you guys know. But I'm just gonna clean up under the eyes. You can see that I'm already doing it. Okay, so as you guys can see, I am just cleaning up under that eye, and then all I do when I am cleaning up under the eye is just dragging that product down and just doing like strokes to drag it down, and then that is what's going to conceal the eyelids at the same time. So then I just kind of pat on the eyelids and boom, that's it. I leave that eye alone. Then I go to the other eye and do the exact same thing, which I'm going to do off camera, and I'll be back to show you guys. So as you can see, I went under the eye and I just cleaned up under the eye and just bringing the product down as I've cleaned up under the eye. So I'm gonna close the eye and just do a light little tap, and I will go back and fix that later. Okay? So now, the rest of that concealer that I have, I will go in and just take a little bit of the foundation that I use, and this is the foundation that I use. The foundation that I use is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I actually just re-upped on this as well. So this is what the product looks like, and the color that I use is 480C. It is the luminous foundation, and I found this is what works best for me. A lot of people always ask me what is the foundation that I use. This is the foundation that I use. To me, it's just what works. Like, it is what it is. If it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that, and I'm just gonna pump it, and then it looks like this. I mix that up. And I get the color that I want to conceal the top of my brow. So that's what I'm gonna do. So now I'm gonna just start to clean up the top of the brow. Now, what I also like to do when I clean up the top of the brow is starting from the wing of the brow. So this is going to be the wing of my brow, then I'm going to clean that up. And then also, I like to have my pencil ready to just do anything. So like I see right now, like on the tail of this, I just want my tail to just be a little bit more defined, and I'm just cleaning up that tail right there. So that's just what I did with that. So I'm going to go in and just conceal the top of my brow, starting with the tail, okay? So I just really didn't do it off camera. I just got a little bit closer to the mirror, okay? So I just cleaned that part of the tail up on the brow, and then now I'm going to move forward to the front. And all I do is just like draw a line, and then I just start going up to conceal everywhere else. So that's basically all I did. So I'm gonna go in and I'm going to do the other side, starting with the tail. Okay? Give me a second. Okay, I went ahead and did the same exact thing on this side. All right, so the next thing I like to do is just make sure the eyebrows are cousins, cause your eyebrows, I don't know, my eyebrows ain't never sisters, honey. So I just like to go back in and clean it up to make sure that they both kind of match. Another thing I do is take the end of the spoolie and I just kind of blend that front part a little bit. I take some of that makeup from the bottom and the top, and I just like to blend it so it won't look so harsh on the lines. And yeah, that's just what I do. I go ahead and take my brush, and I like to go in and blend all of that into the skin. All that work I just did. So that's blended in, and now the next thing I like to do is just go in with my foundation. So I will still use, don't get me wrong, like I ain't wasting no product, so I'm still gonna use that little bit that I had on my hand, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Also, before I start doing my foundation, I like to go in and spray with my makeup setting spray. This is by Urban Decay, and it is the all-nighter oil control makeup setting spray. So that is what I use, and it looks like this, and I just like to spray my face. Once I do that, I go in with my foundation brush and I just lightly tap, and then I start always at the nose and mouth area. Do not ask me why. It's just what I do. And then I just work my way around to the rest of the face. But I always start lower because I'm going to conceal under the eyes. So I really don't need that much foundation on, you know, that side. But you want to make sure you get, you know what I'm saying, all of this, all of that. You want to make sure all of this is blending out, you feel me? So you don't want no other color skin, you know what I'm saying? You gotta blend this all out. And I'll speed this part up and you guys can just watch from there. Now we have the foundation all blended in. The next thing I like to do is go back to that concealer that I was using in Butterscotch, the Born This Way. And don't judge me. This is what works for me, and this is what I do. You guys want to know what I do? This is what I do, okay? So I go under the eye and by my nose. And then I have a chinky eye, so I like to define that. And I just go up, and then I just do 3 little lines. That's it. Don't ask me why I do it that way. It's what works, honey. Do the same thing with this eye. Go up and do little lines there. I tap the middle of my nose. I go on my mustache line here. I do my chin here, and then I also do my forehead, and I do like a little star. Okay, so this is what my face looks like before I start blending this all out. Okay, and then I use my beauty blender, and this is from the beauty blender brand, and I wet my joint. Okay, you see, wet that joint. Okay, then I just take that corner, and then I start to go ahead and blend all of that in. Okay, Now, another thing that I do, I like to take the rest of it, and then I have a kind of a automatic contour on my face, and I just like to take the rest of that concealer on there, and I just highlight that part on my face. And that's just what I do. Don't ask me why, don't ask me, that is what I do, honey, okay? So, for the contour, don't judge me, but this is the only color that works for me. I take a fan brush, a little highlighter brush, whatever they call it. This is actually brow powder. I said don't judge me, I'm not a professional, okay? So if you have like whatever color that works for you, you can even use eyeshadow. Like it's all makeup, okay? That's just how I look at it. So I just take that and I fan it over top of that color, and then I just go in and I fan that on my face. Now, if you guys have some suggestions of just blending these harsh lines out with my foundation brush, but if you guys have any suggestions on what contour thing I should use, drop it down in the comments and I will definitely give it a try. So now I'm doing the same thing with my nose, and then I do at the bottom, and then I do a little bit at the bridge, and that is how I do my nose. And then I go into the forehead and I just go over where I didn't put that concealer at. Keep wasting my time. You keep wasting my time. Then I like to go through and just do the shape of my jawline. Does it make a difference? I don't know, honey, but it kind of does to me. Yeah, I don't know. So at this point, I will go in and use my translucent honey powder. That is by Laura Mercier, and this is what it looks like. This is the color that I use, that translucent honey. All right, so I just get some up to the top. I take a different beauty blender. I go ahead and kind of wet that one. It's not that much, it's just a little damp. And then I just go in and tap, and then I'm gonna press that into my face. I'm not gonna bake or anything. I don't know why I don't. I just press the pressing powder into my face. That's just what I do. I don't sit there and let it do whatever, I don't know, baking, I guess people call it. I just press the pressing powder into my face. That's going to give me that more MAC/dewy look, kind of is what I like. Kind of like a bold type feel. And wherever I put that concealer is where I am going over it on my face. I also use it on top of my eyelids. I just move that on top of my eyelids. It keeps my eyelids from creasing. You make me so, all you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, baby, confess. You can open up your mind and just rest. I'm about to let you know. You make me so. You make me so. So now the next thing I like to do is go in and do my lip, or whatever is on my lips. I just get a paper towel and I just wipe that off of my lips. I used to use the Boxum, which was in the color, I think creamy chocolate, which is a really nice color as well. But baby, I have ran out of that, so I literally can't even twist it up anymore. Like it's gone. So I'm trying this Color Pop Lippy Pencil. It is in the color BFF3. Let's see what it do, because I'm trying this in front of you guys. So let's see. You gotta be kidding me. How do I, this cannot be all of, wait a minute. That's all that I get in here? Somebody had to teach me, because there's no way I just open this box and this is all that I get out of this. It can't be. There's no way. There's no way ColourPop that I just have this much. There's no, baby, somebody tell ColourPop to get it together, okay? There's no way. Do I have another lip liner? I think I bought another one. Because, what? Okay, so this one I have from NYX, and this is in the color Club Hopper. Let's see what this is giving. Let's see what this one is giving. The Club Hopper. Club Hopper definitely gave, honey. This is what works. Get the Club Hopper. The ColourPop, I'm gonna be using this from now on. I'm gonna try out this color from NYX, and it is called A La Mode. I'm also going to use my Fenty Beauty Heat. It looks like this, Fenty Beauty Heat. Now that means it's some type of plumper that happens with it, and I'm just trying to see what happens. I never had the heat one, so I'm going to try it. This is in the color Fussy, so it's called Fussy Heat. So you can see that, that's what that looks like. And I'm just going to go over my lips, my entire lip with this. Oh, so good. Yeah. Okay, boom, there's that. And then I want that color to pop a little bit out of, what did I do with it? Oh, out of my lips. So I'm just gonna go back in one more time. So then, after I do my lips, I like to go in and start with doing my eyes, okay? So this is just a mascara that I got from like a hair store. I just have never had to re-up on it, and I don't like using a lot anyway. So I like to take the mascara brush and just like damp it a little bit on the napkin, and I like to go in and I do my underlashes. And this is what we're looking like, okay? Going under that eye and defining those lashes. Boom. That's it. Now I will go to the top and I will just damp it a little bit more because I don't, like I said, I don't like a lot. And I will just go in and get those lashes before I put on my falsies, because you don't want it to look weird. The next thing is the eyeliner. I am running out of the Wet n Wild, but that is what I use. It works for me, and that is what I use. But I love the Wet n Wild eyeliner. This is what I use for my eyes, so I'm doing my eyeliner. But I didn't see any of this in Ulta, so I just got one from e.l.f. as well to re-up on. So I'm hoping that this one works as well as the Wet n Wild. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. So this is what the e.l.f. one looked like, and the Wet n Wild one looks like this as well. But I kind of like, I love the way that this stick is. So I'm probably just going to use this stick, but use the Wet n Wild dip, which is actually what I'm going to do. I just lined it all with the way that my eye is shaped and just continue to draw that line. Now this is how my eye is shaped, so this is exactly how I just went along with doing the eyeliner. Nothing in that corner of my eye because I don't want it to drip down. Don't ask me why, just something that I just don't do. And now I'm going to do the other eye, and I will be right back. Okay, so I did the same exact thing with this eye and just followed all the way through with the shape of my eye. You can see, I just follow all the way through with the way that my eyes go. So when I go like this, I can see that too. Now, here comes the hard part. So I have some falsies that I got when I was at the Santee Alley in California. And they have like a small little beauty shop that sells like lots of makeup and stuff like that. And so the lashes that I got was from them, and it looked like this in this box. And they are called Off the Record, and these are the lashes that I just continuously buy from now on, are the ones that say Off the Record, and they come in that particular box. Okay, clean off my lashes, they're good to go. So the next thing I do is, don't kill me. I said I ain't a professional, I just work for me, baby. But I use hair glue. It is what it is. I use hair glue for my lashes, but I use a very, very teeny small, little bit. Okay, don't get crazy. Okay, so now that's what I've done. I take my tweezers. I have these angled looking lash tweezers that I like to use. It helps me paste them where I need to. Make it look like this. And then I place it directly in the middle first. And then I like to go ahead and move it around to where I need it to be. And once I do, I go in and I pinch the lash with my real lashes. And sometimes I do this with my hands too. I pinch the lash with my real lashes so that it looks seamless. Okay? That's how it should look. Very, very, very seamless. Anytime I feel like I'm gonna cry, Q-tip. Okay? That is what works. I just take a Q-tip and just blink a couple times, and it helps me from crying. It helps it from getting all over my makeup that I just spent so much time doing. Honey, you can't have that. And lastly, of course, going back in with that Urban Decay. And I just take that same beauty blender and just make sure everything is blended out. Tap that product into my face, and now we are good to go. Mwah! So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you would like to give me some tips and tricks on some things that you guys do that works for you, then let me know. This is just what works for me. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. Please drop down in the comments some things that you have for me, or if you have some other questions or any other ideas of what you would like me to do and provide for you guys, okay? Because I make content for you, okay? So thank you so much again. Like, I can't thank you guys enough for just supporting me. I'm at 200 subscribers. Let's continue to let ourselves grow and get to that 300 mark. Thank you so much, guys, for being a part of this journey with me. I'm very appreciative of it. And last but not least, thank you for rocking with me. See you later, Chic Crew. Bye.